Hey everybody, I really did not like the audio on that hangout that I did this morning, so we're going to give it another try and hopefully the audio is a bit better. So let me go ahead and screen share again. So these are the concepts that you're going to be focusing on for week 2. Now, we're going to start with metacognition. And you're probably asking, what's metacognition? Well, it's actually thinking about thinking, or thinking about how you learn and being aware of how you learn. Now, that might be automatic for a lot of you who have been teaching for quite some time. You know exactly how you have to learn. But now we've switched domains on you. Now you're coming into an online class. Do you know how you learn best online? And think about it. Do your students know how to learn best online? Have they developed the strategies that they need? So, how I want you to really think about this. How are you going to go ahead and be a great online student? So, what kind of strategies do you have? And how are you going to help your students be great online? I mean, for example, what are you going to do? Do you like highlighting books and articles that you read? How do you plan to do that online? So, you are going to be switching domains from face to face online. So think about how you can place things in your online class that will also help your students flip that switch. Now, just because they're great on their iPhones, just because they're great on a computer, does not mean that they know how to learn academically online. So, for our next concept, well, it's actually a learning theory, and that learning theory is social constructivism. And social constructivism, at least the theory, is that people learn in social situations. The emphasis is on peer to peer learning. And you, as a teacher, what you'll be doing is stepping in as that MKO or more knowledgeable other whenever they get stuck. And also, you're going to scaffold the material just enough so that they can keep learning. Then you'll jump in and do some coaching and facilitating and help them with something. And then you let them go and continue learning again. So, social constructivism really has a focus on learning within a community. And your D2L course, whether you want to think of it that way or not, will become a learning community. Now, it's about the learning community, it's also about the context, and it's also about your students being in as much of an authentic situation as they can be. Now we're getting to our third concept, which is a learning theory. Yes, we do live in a globally connected world. And because of that, we want you to think about the affordances of online learning. What can you do in this online course that will come almost effortlessly because the students are already online. So we are learning all the time if we want to, and we learn from just about anywhere. And we never really know where learning is going to go ahead and pop up on us. For the purposes of this week and try and tying it all into the overall course objectives, we'll be focusing on learning and knowledge resting in a diversity of opinions. And we're going to have you synthesize those opinions. Now, those opinions can be from your peers and colleagues inside the online course, but you can go outside. We would love for you to go to an academic database or go to an academic blog or go to an online learning community and bring back that knowledge to our course. Now, also, you really, with connectivism, you're really surrounded by knowledge. You have to filter through a lot of knowledge. So, I wanted to give you an example of a connectivist project that you as an instructor could use for your own personal learning. This one's called the Open Syllabus Project, and they claim 1 million syllabi, but they actually do a really good job. They will accept anyone's syllabus who wants to put their syllabus on there, and now they also scrape the internet for any public syllabi. And then they look at the text on all these syllabi, and they've started to make lists of the most common texts. So whatever course you're teaching, you can go in there and you can compare your syllabi with other people's, and also make some decisions on what you'd like to include, what sounds promising. It gets you outside of your physical geolocated community and allows you to see what's happening in the greater world. So it's open for anyone. Feel free, go ahead and take a look. And now, all that knowledge you're going to have to sort through. You are going to have need some friends and some peers to help you with that, because, as it says, the intent of all connectivist learning activities is accurate, up-to-date knowledge. So here's an example of something that happened this summer. It was a free online EdTech conference, and this was a conference you could have gone to, and you would have been with people from over 83 other countries, all trying to figure out educational technology. Now, the question is, are you preparing your students for this kind of online learning? You should probably go and try it yourself before bringing it into the classroom. And think about, if you do have them go outside D2L knowledge seeking, what parameters are you going to put around this? Because you never know, the truth may change. Thank you very much, and I will see you guys online.